since last 3.5 years, I am in Nagpur. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Happy to have you here. Yes. Ananya Upadhyay.
Good evening, everybody. I am Ananya Upadhyay. I am 18. I'm 17 right now. I'll turn 18 this month. I got to know about Toastmasters through Saurabh and Vaidehi Muthe. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Perfect. Hopefully we'll join you, have you with us next year.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. We have Toastmaster Gangaram.
Hello everybody. I am Toastmaster Gangaram. I am from TCS Nagpur Toastmaster Club. Why I am here? Well, as already mentioned by Toastmaster Niyamat, that the ability to learn is a skill, the willingness to learn is a choice. So I am here to learn something new, and attending meetings of NTC it feel like December to me. So I am always here to be or to witness a great meeting. So I am looking forward for another great meeting by NTC. Thank you.
Wow, superb. Any other guest? TM Abhinav, guest Toastmaster Abhinav.
Thank you, Niyama. Thank you very much. So this is Toastmaster Abhinav. I'm from ISC called Toastmasters. I'm a traveling Toastmaster, visiting meetings as many as possible. Thank you, Niyama, for inviting me in a previous meeting where she shared the link with me, and I'm here in front of you to enjoy this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. You are an inspiration as a traveling Toastmaster. Right. We have Arjun.
Arjun has written a message that the audience audio doesn't seem to be working for him.
Okay. Okay. All right. We have, can the Zoom master help me if there are any more guests? Okay. There don't seem to be any more guests.
No, very good to go, Niyam.
Shantanu, I believe.
Yes, Shantanu.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, all Toastmasters. I am Shantanu Deshpande. I am basically from Nagpur. I am steel plant professional. I came to know about this Toastmaster from my colleagues who is working with me in Kolkata office. He told me about Toastmaster. Actually, I did not know. So anyway, this is my third meeting, and last 2 meetings I had attended, and it was really nice experience. So hopefully I will register in 1 day or 2 days like this. So I'm enjoying these all meetings, and it's a good opportunity to learn. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're happy to have you. Right. So in the words of Rubeus Hagrid from Harry Potter, as he says, what's coming will come and we'll meet it when it does. So whatever is happening in our environment and our surroundings, let's just put all of that outside. We're sitting in the comfort of our homes and attending a wonderful meeting. So Ganpati Bappa Moria, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to everybody. In the spirit of Ganesh Chaturthi, I now invite the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Gauri, to take the meeting forward. She is an eloquent speaker, a voracious reader, and she's here to enthrall us with a wonderful conduct of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Gauri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niyamat. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My name is Toastmaster Gauri, and I welcome you all to the 158th meeting of Nagpur Toastmasters Club. But before we begin, I have a question for you all. Do you enjoy your own company? Or does being alone and not having anyone to talk to scare you? Please show a thumbs up if the answer is yes. And be honest with yourself, okay? Okay, quite a few people are afraid of being alone. Okay, I'm here to help you out. Then, what is this state of being alone called, according to you? Is it loneliness or is it solitude? Solitude and loneliness are two sides of the same coin, but most of the times, solitude is mistaken as loneliness. then if not loneliness? What is solitude? And why is it even necessary? I invite you all to join me to find out the answers. But before that, I would like to explain the meeting structure. The meeting is divided into 3 parts, which are the prepared speeches section, the table topic section, and the evaluation speech section. The prepared speeches section is a section wherein the speakers deliver speeches based on the projects in the pathways that they have selected in the Toastmasters education program. Table topics section is all about impromptu speeches, wherein anyone from the audience speaks on that given topic at that instance. And the final section is the speech evaluation section, where the assigned evaluators for the prepared speeches come in and present the evaluations. To help me conduct the meeting smoothly, I have the general evaluator and his team to assist me. I now call upon Toastmaster Padmanabh, the general evaluator for today's meeting, to explain his role in detail. Zoom Master, please spotlight Toastmaster Padmanabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gauri. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am Toastmaster Padmanabh, the General Evaluator for today's meeting. For the benefit of guests, the General Evaluator evaluates everything that takes place during the meeting. In addition, the General Evaluator also conducts the evaluation round of the meeting and is responsible for the evaluation team. They are the speech evaluators, timer, R counter, and the grammarian. It is important to get your message across the room in the allowed time and for the meeting to run according to the schedule. To achieve this, we have the timer. I would like to invite today's timer, Toastmaster Vaidehi, to describe her role. Toastmaster Vaidehi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am the timer for today. One of the skills that we learn at Toastmasters is to conduct a program or deliver a speech within strict time limits. As the timer, I am responsible for keeping track of the time throughout the session. The first prepared speech is for 4 to 6 minutes. I will display the green card at 4 minutes, the yellow card at 5 minutes, and the red card at 6 minutes. The second prepared speech is for 5 to 7 minutes. I will show the green card at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. The table topic speeches are for 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and the red card at 2 minutes. The speech evaluations are for 2 to 3 minutes. I will show the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and the red card at 3 minutes. The speaker has a grace period of 30 seconds on either side of the specified time limit. I shall present my report when called upon during the meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Padmanabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vaidehi. We use verbal pauses such as and other filler words while we think of the next thing to say. The R counter keeps the track of the use of these words. I would like to invite today's R counter, Toastmaster Siddharth, to describe his role. Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sound that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for words and keep a count of inappropriate expressions such as well, so, you know, and sounds like her. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, this means, it is known as double crutch. I will present my report when called upon during the meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Padmanabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth. When you speak in Toastmaster session, the grammarian keeps a track of good and bad usage of English throughout the session. I would like to invite today's grammarian, Toastmaster Dipali, to describe her role. Toastmaster Dipali.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. What is grammar? The arrangement of words in a sentence that would make it comprehensible, coherent, and clear, so that you exactly understand what I mean to convey. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and carefully note the usage of English language. I'll take a note of any misuses of the English language as well as the outstanding uses. As a grammarian, it is also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day. The word of the day for today is portmanteau. It is a word which combines the sounds and meanings of two words to make a new word. For example, lunch and brunch goes to make brunch. Similarly, podcast can be broken up into iPod and broadcast. And the phrase of the day is, "This ain't over till the fat lady sings." That is, one should not predict the outcome of an event which is still in progress. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. In case you use the word of the day, we encourage you and show appreciation by posting a thumbs up emoticon, and the speaker who uses the phrase of the day, we appreciate by the clap emoticon. I'll post the word of the day and the phrase of the day for you in the chat box. I will present my report when called upon during the meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dipali. I will present my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gauri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Padmanabh. What is loneliness? Loneliness is not having anyone to open up to share your joys and sorrows with. On the contrary, solitude is when you choose to be alone, to connect to your inner self. Loneliness is melancholic, but solitude is pure bliss. We have two creative minds in the room tonight, Toastmaster Monish, who is a poet, and Toastmaster Monica, who is an author. My next question is for you two. At what time of the day do you find yourself at the peak of your creativity?
After midnight.
Exactly.
Midnight.
After 2 a.m.
Yes. And why do you think that that is the perfect time?
Solitude.
Because that's when I get the me time. There's nothing more expected out of me.
Exactly.
Solitude, yes.
Art is an extension of the artist. When the artist puts his soul in the art, a masterpiece is created. And if one wants to put his soul into something, one needs to shut out the noise outside to listen to his inner voice, which is not possible without solitude. As without great solitude, no serious work is done, said Picasso. On this note, let's move on to the first section, that is the prepared speeches. Our first speaker tonight is Toastmaster Shireen, and I'll call upon Toastmaster Monica, the evaluator of a speech, to read out the evaluation norms. Zoom Master, please spotlight Toastmaster Monica.
Check, am I audible and visible? Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm here to read out the norms for Toastmaster Shireen's speech. Toastmaster Shireen will be delivering her icebreaker speech, and her path chosen is motivational strategies. Her speech duration is 4 to 6 minutes, and the purpose of her project is to introduce herself to the club members and also to learn the public structure of a public speech. All the best, Toastmaster Shireen. Over to you, Toastmaster Gauri.
Before we move on to Toastmaster Shireen, I would also like to tell that we have with us tonight our own mean Toastmaster, Akshay Srivastav. And before I call Toastmaster Shireen, I would like you all to know that this is her icebreaker speech. So after the speech gets over, we will all give her a standing ovation. And I'll call upon Toastmaster Shireen. Zoom Master, please spotlight Toastmaster Shireen. Toastmaster Shireen, can you see the timer cards?
Not yet. But I also need to share the screen because I'm giving my
Okay, in that case, timer, please show the timing by hand gestures. You can not stop the sharing.
only once you stop sharing can I start sharing. Thank you.
You can pin the timer so you can see her.
Yes, will do.
Okay. Are you good to go there?
Let me just pin her 1 second. Yes, I am good to go.
Toastmaster Shireen, my quarterly report, Toastmaster Shireen.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Shireen Chimthanawala, and my speech today is the icebreaker speech. To give you all an idea, this is not my first icebreaker speech. This is my second icebreaker speech. But I feel it's the first one because so many new people, so many new faces. So it's really nice that y'all all will get a chance to know me. And the same way, the other way around, hopefully soon. So my quarterly report. Sounds serious, right? Sounds boring. Quarterly report, company statistics, what is going on? Let me take you on a journey of my life. My life divided into 4 parts, so 4 quarters of my life. Ohana means family. And I think family means nobody gets forgotten and nobody gets left behind. Disney is something that I'm absolutely in sync with at all times in our lives. And why I say so? This is me, the first 6 years of my life. First 6 years of being absolutely carefree, absolutely loved, pampered. I'm the youngest. One of the edicts of my mother, in our house rather, is one for all and all for one. So if you can see everywhere, I'm the youngest. Wherever you can see, I'm the youngest. And the smallest, the cutest, and the prettiest, I don't believe. So I think we're all equally pretty. So that is the beginning where I think the first phase, I was just living in such a free-spirited, loving, happy atmosphere. So moving on, the second phase. Now I don't have a lot of pictures in this phase, but the point remains that when I was 7 to 12 years old was a time when I used to imagine so much, dream so much. My best friend Azima, the one in the picture, this is a photo that's been taken last week. The photos which we had in that particular phase are highly embarrassing, thanks to my mother. But this is a really pretty picture that we got a lot of comments upon. So that's why that's the photo here. I mean, I used to think about being a fashion designer, a world famous teacher, and both of us were world famous international champions in hopscotch at the age of 8. And guess what? Who came to give us the final prizes, trophies? Shah Rukh Khan and Preeti Zinta. Because that was a time when we were in absolutely, oh my God, Shah Rukh Khan, and we'd take his pictures and paste them in scrapbooks, that phase. Also, another thing we started was the two of us would create some random food items, and we used to go all around our colony and give and sell it like one small cup of Tang for 5 rupees. And the best part was looking at our innocent puppy dog faces, nobody refused. And that was how we earned our first actual sales and first actual part of our lives when we started enterprising. Certain things we realized. So every Saturday, Sunday, on weekends, we would have prayers. Best time because everybody would come. We don't have to go anywhere else. People would come to the prayer hall. There we stood with made cakes, and we would make cakes and not even give like a full cake to someone, one slice for 5 rupees. So I think that is where my marketing also began, because here nobody is going to say no. Now the only problem remained was during prayers, nobody got their wallets. So then we added interest. We said, if you don't pay us now and you're going to eat now, you have to pay us later. Another place where I realized that this is something I enjoy is when I started participating in the school fete, the Sen Fiesta, where I actually, along with all the other teachers, I was part of being among the art and craft stall, where I put my own creations, my own jewelry, my own artifacts, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just, it's not a spectator sport. The third quarter, you want something, you've got to do it yourself. And that is something that I've been grilled, that has been grilled into me. the building period. Why do I say so? Because the second phase, the second year of my life, my friends, this was the phase where I really built my friendships. The phase where they became the people I relied on. They became the people, they were the shoulders I cried on, and I also provided a similar shoulder. And it was also the trophies I built myself. I've not won all those trophies, but I was the school house vice captain, so I got to take photos with it. Another thing in that phase, I realized I love being on the stage. I love this. I love standing in front of people, talking, and let people have no choice but to listen to me. I think this was a phase it got me, the thrill, the rush, being on the stage and being absolutely in that space. The first, that's one photo of my family in our village called Chimthana, a place that I absolutely love and cherish. I started painting and selling properly. These are some of my two big first paintings. And the third picture is Shamak Dava's dance classes, the summer funk. So much fun. Oh, books, how can I forget? Cannot live without them. So many books out there, have to read so many books. And I'll also come to a part where I'm sorry, but I can't see where can you all, oh, okay, sorry, thanks. So this is the soaring period, the 19 to 24. I'm an adult now, the things that I have done. My college life, I participated wholesale. I was at the helm of the events. I loved doing everything. All the events were my creation. I don't mean to boast, but it was a part which I thoroughly enjoyed and loved. Family gatherings and my own exhibitions. It was my art and craft creation. My extracurricular activities, Toastmasters among the first evaluation contests that I won, and travel. I think there's no other, as my mother says, travel is the best education. This is my final project in my diploma in art and design when I done it abroad. My sister got married, Toastmaster Niyamat, and this has been my actual proper family project of getting her married. That the function and all the celebrations were that. I'm now currently the city president of Pick a Book Nagpur. It's a venture related to books. Anybody who wants to join, get in touch with me after this meeting. Small. And since I'm running out of time, I'm still learning. I'm at this phase. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening to me. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shireen, for such an amazing speech. You can all now give your feedback for Toastmaster Shireen. The link will be available in the chat box. Timer, please show me a thumbs up when 1 minute is up.
We can continue.
Let's move on to the second speaker tonight, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. But before that, I now call upon Toastmaster Shefali, the evaluator of his speech, to read out the evaluation norms. Zoom Master, please spotlight Toastmaster Shefali.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gauri. Good evening, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Shifali. I'm here to evaluate Toastmaster Harshvardhan's speech. Toastmaster Harshvardhan is going to deliver level 1, project 2 of the pathway persuasive influence. The purpose of his speech is for him to demonstrate that he has applied the feedback received from his previous speech. The duration of his speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Best of luck, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Over to Toastmaster Gauri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shefali. I now call upon Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Zoom Master, please spotlight Toastmaster Harshvardhan.
Am I audible?
Yes.
And visible?
Yes. Can you see the timer cards?
Yes, I can see them.
Toastmaster Harshvardhan, skill to success, Toastmaster Harshvardhan.
Eruption of joy at the fall of an Indian wicket in India can only mean one thing. These were the words spoken by Harsha Bhogle as Sachin Tendulkar walked down the stands to bat. But let's go a few years back, when Tendulkar actually started his career. People rarely remember that because at that time, he was overshadowed by his friend Vinod Kamli, who in first 13 test matches had 2 centuries, 2 double centuries, and an impressive average of 80 plus. But what happened after that? Did Tendulkar come across a magic bat? Or did Tendulkar start playing with Vinod Kamli's bat? Or did Tendulkar have that one skill that Vinod Kamli did not have, and it made Tendulkar who he is today? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I will be speaking on that one skill that can either make or break a person: attitude. Firstly, attitude determines the ultimate outcome. The truth is that anyone out of the list of the most successful people in the world will say that their success would not have been possible without a correct and desirous attitude. Irrespective of the sphere a person is working in, if a person does not have the right attitude, then that person will never be able to cross the finish line. Therefore, a correct and desired attitude is the key to success. Success is sometimes achieved by talent. Talent is a wonderful thing to have, but beyond a certain point, talent or ability is the most useless word one possesses. What one does with that talent is what matters, and that's where attitude comes in. Talent only breeds an ego, and an ego can never solve any situation. Let's take my college for example. Everyone is currently having the same talent in something or the another. But the bitter truth of life is that some will be at the top of the ladder and some will not be. So what is that differentiating criteria between these two sets of people? The answer is the attitude. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. In other words, what you truly have in control is the attitude to the things that happen around you, be it personal struggles, emotional problems, or the problems that may have arisen due to the present COVID-19 scenario. How we react to the situation determines who we are. Like Captain Jack Sparrow from the movie Pirates of Caribbean once said, the problem is not the problem. The problem is one's attitude towards the problem. If we allow the smallest things in our life to take over us, then we'll end up living our lives in misery. But if we continue moving ahead with a positive attitude, then we are bound to be successful. Success and failure. These are the two sides of the same coin. And at some point in our lives, we all would have taken a decision that may have backfired, or the contract that we weren't able to get, or just the fact that we weren't the best on the day we had to be. So the question is, how does a person bounce back from such situations? And the answer is by having a right attitude. For example, in the Australian Army, when they build their core elite team, they only select those soldiers who have failed at least once in their career, because these soldiers are now trained to handle any situation that comes during their tenure. The greatest failure in the world is the failure to try. I personally believe that if a person has the right mindset, then that person has the right attitude. For example, I live by the quote that if I stop working hard, then there is someone else in this world who's working twice as hard as me to take what I already have or an opportunity that I might get in the future. And this keeps me focused. But since I started my hostel life, I developed a very bad habit of delaying things till the last moment. So to overcome that, I did a simple exercise. I made my bed in the morning. Sounds weird, right? The thing is, when I make my bed in the morning, I would have accomplished the first task of the day, and it gives me a small sense of pride. And just doing that one task, I would have completed another task and another and another. And by the end of the day, this one task in the morning would have led to n number of tasks be completed by the end of the day. And also it emphasizes the fact that the little things in life do matter. If a person can't do the little things right, then he can never do the big things right. And this quote that I live by has changed my life a lot, because now I can see that my life's, or I could say my schedule's finally getting back on track. So friends, life is what you make out of it. Either faces blows or continue moving ahead with a positive, relentless attitude. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gauri.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Solitude teaches one to embrace loneliness. Rather, solitude is where one realizes he is not alone. When a person truly starts enjoying solitude, he realizes that loneliness is not a misery, but is an opportunity to connect to one's inner self. All the time, we seek love outside, which results in loneliness. But solitude teaches us to fall in love with ourselves. It teaches us to enjoy our own company. And trust me with this, when you start enjoying solitude, extremely sorry, but I forgot to tell you to please fill the feedback form for the best, please fill the feedback form for Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Extremely sorry. The link has been posted. Timer is 1 minute up.
Not yet. I'll signal you.
Timer, have both the speakers qualified?
Shireen has not qualified, but Harshvardhan is qualified.
Okay. You can now vote for the best speaker. Zoom Master, please launch the poll for the best speaker.
I think that since there's only one speaker who's qualified, we won't need voting.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move ahead. Solitude teaches us to embrace loneliness. Rather, solitude is where one realizes he's not alone. When one truly starts enjoying solitude, he realizes that loneliness is not a misery, but is an opportunity to connect to one's inner self. All the time, we seek love outside, which results in loneliness. But when one truly starts enjoying solitude, he realizes that solitude teaches us to fall in love with ourselves. It teaches us to enjoy our own company. And trust me with this, when you start loving yourself, you did not seek love outside. It comes following you. Let's move on to the next section, that is the table topic section. I now hand over to Toastmaster Nazneen, the table topics master, to conduct the session.
A very thank you, Toastmaster Gauri. A very warm evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests. And it's wonderful to be here. Whenever we talk of solitude, it is always coupled with a sense of loneliness, and very appropriately said that loneliness is feels like a sad state, and solitude feels like a very highly glorified state. And why would we not choose some me time and solitude for ourselves to grow and evolve? Having said so, I, as the table topics master, would like to introduce you to the table topic section of the Toastmasters meeting. This is one of the most interesting sections, and mainly because it gives you an opportunity to speak in an impromptu manner. So I will be giving you a topic, and you may speak on it for 1 or 2 minutes. If you speak for 1, you qualify, and 2, up to 2 is your time limit. Also, very importantly, table topic speaking is encouraged because it helps you to think on your toes. So you learn how to listen and think and organize a speech and deliver. You get about 10 seconds to ponder over the topic that I give you, and then you have the time to deliver. So speaking on your toes helps you with your communication, helps you with your confidence, helps you with feeling a teeny bit of sense of achievement coming out in front of the audience and actually speaking. So well, to move ahead, we encourage all the guests to please come ahead, come forward, and take part in the impromptu speech contest. It's not a contest actually, but in the table topic, so that you can exercise your mind and your vocal cords. I would also encourage you to use the word of the day, that is portmanteau. Am I pronouncing it right, Dipali? Portmanteau. And it also means that you can join 2 words over here, right? So it also means that we are the, let's coin a word here, the toast trends, who would be the Toastmaster friends, who are trendy, with a trenditude, having a trendy attitude. So that's portmanteau for you. So who is going to come first? Anybody? Yes. So this is anybody who would like to.
Toastmaster Niyamat raise his hand.
Sorry?
I can't see.
Toastmaster Niyamat raise her hand first.
Please stop screen sharing, somebody, or I don't know why I can't see everybody. Okay, so the Zoom master will have to help me out here. Niyamat, TM Niyamat, would you like to go first?
I actually only acknowledged. I didn't raise a hand, but okay, I don't mind.
Okay. So who would why am I not able to see everyone?
Monish has raised his hand.
Monish, yeah.
Oh yeah, now I can see them. Yes, Monish. So TM Monish, would you like to take the first slot?
Yes, ma'am. Why not?
Yes. So welcome, TM Monish. Monish is our, as Gauri has already said, he's the poet of our team, and very heartily we welcome you. Solitude will be something that is right up your alley. And the word that I give you, or the topic that I give you, is tree. That's it. It's just a word. Go ahead.
Sorry, ma'am. Can you repeat again?
Tree. Tree.
It's tree. Okay. So I have 30 seconds to think, right?
No, you have 10 seconds to say.
If you said history, it's not history. I heard a tree, right?
Tree. Jhar.
Tree.
TREE. The 3 without the H. 1, 2, 3. Any more?
Okay, so shall I start?
Yes, please.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Toastmaster Monish, and that my topic is tree. So first of all, I would like to tell you that my surname is Zade. So Zade means a tree in Marathi and no in Marathi. So trees and I have been, linked from childhood. And personally, I like trees because, I think trees, no, it's a fact that trees are man's best friend. And sometimes, and many times in life, it happens that people betray you, they leave you, or they have other things to do when you go to share your things to them. But trees are so beautiful. You go to them, you can share whatever you want, and they would just listen to you and also provide oxygen. But only thing, you should not go at night. Okay, so in the afternoon they will go, and at the daytime it's wonderful to go and share your things to them. So trees are such wonderful things, and we get so much things from trees, and because of them we are here. But what if there are no trees? What will happen? We wouldn't be on this earth. So trees indirectly are our life. Life are trees. So it boils down to the nature. So trees are the important part of nature. We are also the important part of nature. And somewhere down the line, this present corona crisis is also happening because we have done something to the nature and trees are not happy with us. So what I would like to suggest is plant more trees and see them grow. And after they grown up, you go to them and you share your things to them because they would never betray you. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much, TM Monish. It would have been wonderful if we could see your handsome face also. I request the next participant or the next volunteer to on their video and come ahead. So who's going to be next? Somebody will have to help me. Now I can see. Yes, who would like to go next? Yes, Ananya. Right. So welcome. We have a guest. I would request the other guests to be, because we just got 4 topics. We are through with the first one. This will be our second, and there'll be a third and fourth. Right? So thinking on your feet and loving your me time, loving your solitude, being the very funny thing or the special thing about solitude is that if I would like to be in solitude, I would like to share with somebody that I am in solitude. How quaint is that? Anyway, having said that, Ananya, would you be ready? Do I give you your topic?
Yeah, sure.
So, Taima, are you ready, please? The topic that she has is diary.
Diary. Could you repeat, please?
Diary. D-I-A-R-Y.
Okay.
So don't mistake it with a dairy.
Yeah.
So you have a diary.
Ananya, you'll have to pin me so you can see the timer cards.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, should I start?
Yes, please.
A diary is of I'm so sorry. A diary is a place of go and express your feelings. It's the friend you can always confide in and be yourself. Like a lot of people have used diaries as their only sole resort to express their feelings, to come out to the world, or just to themselves, to tell themselves how they really are and how they feel about a certain thing or a certain person. Like when I was in middle school, I always had a diary. I have been carrying a diary since I was like 8 years old. I was inspired by Anne Frank. Everybody knows who she is. She was actually the person who inspired me to start maintaining a diary. But what a lot of people don't understand is that not like just buying a diary is not enough. You have to actually write in it. You have to consider it as your friend, to actually just tell it what you can't say to the world. From my personal experience, when I was 8 years old, I'm sorry, and like till I was 10, I had forgotten all whereabouts about it. I had no idea where it was. And when you actually read it after a lot of years, you you are just, you just laugh at the at your past self, because it was just very honest. And when you look back, you're just you feel good that you're very matured, and you've just grown out of that phase, and you're a really good human being. Yeah, it was
Thank
all
you.
over the place. But okay.
Carry on.
No, I am done, I think.
Okay. So thank you, Ananya. Thank you for your explanation and thoughts on a diary. And I would like to share something with you all, that all of us may like to think of the eagle. So when we have storms in our lives, what would one do? When it rains and when it's stormy, the eagle is the only bird that flies above the clouds, so that it helps it to not get caught in the storm and fly as it would. Similarly, when we have storms in our life, it's nice to go into solitude, where we avoid hurting ourselves or others, take stock of the situation, and maybe move ahead and come out of it fresher and in much more joy than that was possible when we entered it. Having said so, Sanchita would like to go next, right? She's messaged. Sanchita, everybody could please give their feedback to the people who are giving the speech. So we have Monish and Ananya, please give them a feedback on chat. And Sanchita, would you like to come ahead?
Am I visible and audible?
Your voice is lagging a bit. Or am I the only one listening? Yes, Sanchita?
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now. Okay. So welcome, Sanchita, Table Topics. It requires a lot of guts to come up here and speak. At least it did for me when I started. But the word I give you is music.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for this wonderful topic, music. Music is the heart of everyone, and I think everyone in this meeting would agree to it. Music is the soul. And if somebody asks me which might be the song that resonates with me and my thinking, my thought process would be Dil Hai Chota Sa Choti Si Asha from a famous Bollywood movie here, which actually determines my entire thought process, makes me feel that yes, the belongings of life, the things that we have in life, the materialistic things are just for a temporary period of time. They do not, they might give you happiness for a shorter period of time, but not to a larger extent. Music is something I can resonate with my relationships as well, in the sense that they calm me and compose me, just like the music, when you hear it, it's just such a instant immunity booster if you listen to your favorite song. And if you just hear, or like we say in Hindi, gungunate rehna, that's what entire music would be for me is like. I am personally not so fond of this new era music, which is pop and jazz, etc. I more believe, since I'm a 90s kid, I think the 90s Bollywood music is what I love the most, and it's always on my playlist anytime, any time of the day, or any day, good or bad or whatever it is. If I listen to a 90s Bollywood music song, especially from the days of Shah Rukh Khan, that would temp up my mood instantly. And my personal thought is like, whenever somebody is angry with you, or whenever you have a good relationship with anyone, just dedicate them a beautiful song that you think would boost up their mood, or engage with them. And the songs are the best way for any possible situation, whether it is good or bad. Thank you so much. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Wonderful, Sanchita. It was absolutely wonderful to hear your voice and your views on music. And could everyone give her a feedback? And we need one more volunteer. Could one of the guests, would they like to come up? Anybody?
I think
Anybody
Shantanu raised his hand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shantanu?
Yeah, good evening.
Right. So yes, Shantanu, would you like to? Okay, we have another guest, Abhinav, but I think we'll take Shantanu as we already called him out. So
yes,
Shantanu, would you like to come forward? I can't again see you, but
Yeah, it's okay. No problem.
yeah, okay. So Shantanu, I give you a word. Reading.
What? Reading?
Reading.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters, and good evening, all. So, reading is not my hobby, and I really don't like to read so much. But in my life, I came across two incidents. At that time I was in Surat, and I became a program director in their local channel of Surat. So I have to write, I have to present myself, and I have to talk in front of camera on different topics, or I have to make some creativity. So I did not have any other option than reading. So at that time, because that was my profession, as well as I have to do, and I have to speak something new, because if somebody would like to listen to you, or if you are speaking in front of camera, then it should be new, and audience should get interest in your speech. So from where to get collect the information of particular subject. So at that time, I really realized from my inner, I have to read something. And from that, I start collecting information on the topic from everywhere, and just read whatever I found. In case if I got some samosa, also I just take that paper and try to read what is that, because maybe this material can be used in my next delivery. So reading is the best, and it's the best habit. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster, and thank you, table topic master. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Shantanu. Thank you for your eloquent telling us about how you didn't like reading and how you managed to read at a time when it was required. So everybody please give a feedback to Shantanu. And even though this particular section is coming to an end, as Dipali would say, the old fat lady has not yet sung and the Toastmaster meeting has not yet ended. We have a lot more interesting things coming up for all of you. So with just to end, the minute the word solitude came, the first thing that struck me was William Wordsworth and the Solitary Reaper. So I would just like to read the last paragraph of the Solitary Reaper. So whoever knows William Wordsworth, he's one of the most lyrical poets, and he always connects with nature. Whatever the theme, the maiden sang, as if her song could have no ending. I saw her singing at her work, and over the sickle bending, I listened, motionless and still. And as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore, long after it was heard no more. The Solitary Reaper by William Wordsworth. Please read it if you are interested or a poetry buff like I am. And I've had a wonderful time doing this. Thank you very much for the opportunity to the presiding officer. And I hand it over to the table topics master. I hope everyone
Please
is
ask
qualified.
for the
Yes, everybody has
for the poll.
qualified.
Yes. So yes, please, can we have the poll for the best table topics?
Here it is.
Who do you think was best? And Sanchita and
Yes. Has everyone polled and voted?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So thank you once again. And we have a few more interesting things coming up. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, TM Gauri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nazneen, for the table topic session. Solitude teaches us to listen to our heart. In the movie Three Idiots, Amir Khan said, when life goes out of control, just tell your heart, all is well. But you just can't go and say, hey heart, what's up, all is well. Something more needs to be done. Let's just ask Toastmaster Vaidehi what it really means to listen to one's heart, as she truly believes that one must always listen to one's heart. Zoom Master, please spotlight Toastmaster Vaidehi.
For me, I think I try to find some alone time every day for myself where I can really silence the chatter of my mind so that I give an opportunity for my heart to speak and I listen to it. So that's my way of listening to my heart. Again, solitude.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vaidehi. I think to listen to one's heart, one needs to befriend it first. And sometimes it happens such that even after sharing the same body, we barely know our heart. Now onwards, if you ever feel a void when you're alone, don't forget. You have a friend for life, your heart. Just listen to what your heart has to say and you'll never feel alone. Let's move on to the evaluation section. I now call upon Toastmaster Padmanabh, the general evaluator for today's meeting, to conduct the session. Zoom Master, please spotlight Toastmaster Padmanabh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gauri. Once again, good evening for Toastmasters and dear guests. This is the evaluation round of the meeting. Evaluations are designed to help speakers to recognize their strength and what steps they can take to improve their speaking skills. First, we will hear from speech evaluators, followed by reports by timer, R counter, and the grammarian. Then I will give my general evaluation of the overall meeting. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Monica, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Shireen's speech. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Padmanabh. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Toastmaster Vedi, can I see the timer cuts? Yes. We're good to go. Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present my evaluation for Toastmaster Shireen's speech. Toastmaster Shireen, congratulations for commencing your Pathways journey. I was so surprised when Toastmaster Gauri read out your speech title, My Quarterly Report. And for a moment, I thought, oh, has she goofed up? But as you began your speech, I was so amazed and the way you presented your life story. It was such an innovative way to divide your life story into 4 phases, that is 4 quarters as per your age. And by that, we also got to know your age. So each phase was described with a beautiful quote in the beginning. And your first quarter, that was the first 6 years that you spoke of, were like a dream and were sounded more like a Disney fairy tale. Your second quarter, that was your preteen years, where you and your best friend shared your dreams and also dreamt of winning a trophy from SRK and Preeti Zinta, and also discovered your entrepreneurial skills while selling cakes. Your next phase was more of a self-discovery phase, that where you built friendships, built bonds, and you discovered your love for your you being on stage. Your next stage, that's the current stage, was where you soared high. You went and pursued your degree in UK, and where you also joined Toastmasters, and you arranged family events, which one of which was your sister's wedding, the Shamak Davar dance show, and also about your new venture where you're presiding as the city president of Pick a Book venture. all through the speech, you were so happy taking us down the memory lane, and your eyes were shining and you giggled, which made me connect to your life story. You very wisely used a PPT and the pictures, and it gave us a glimpse inside your life story. I felt I was a part of your growing up years. And even though I have been witness to a few events of your life, I felt I have been there all through. So you made me connect to your speech. What I felt, a few suggestions where you could have worked upon was you could have added a bit of vocal variety to your speech, maybe add a more of vocal drama, a few pauses that you could try bringing in your speech the next time. And also you could try timing your speech while you practice. So to summarize my evaluation, I absolutely loved your speech presentation, and I would really love to see you add a bit of vocal drama. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Our second evaluator is Toastmaster Shefali, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Harshvardhan's speech. Help me welcome Toastmaster Shefali.
Am I audible and visible? Okay. Good evening, everyone, once again. Hello, Toastmaster Harsh. First of all, congratulations for such a wonderful speech. Now let's begin with the evaluation of your speech. The title of your speech was Skill for Success. You began the speech with a quote, Toastmaster Harshvardhan, which I think is a short way of grabbing attention and eyeballs. So, job well done. Then you cited an example of Sachin and Vinod Kambli. It's another wonderful way of setting the ground for your speech. By that, as an audience, I did feel curiosity as to what Harshvardhan is going to say next. At the same time, by just citing the example, you made sure that you only generate curiosity and not give away the entire crux of the speech. Well done. Coming to the body of your speech, Toastmaster Harshvardhan, when I am recalling your speech, I realized that you kind of gave us the entire life cycle of skill for success. Like you spoke about the attitude, the talent, the pros and cons of talents, and you told us how all these things percolate into one's life and how one's life is based on the attitude and the talent and decisions that we make. And then you took a 180-degree turn and you told us about failures and importance of failures. Why I'm telling this is because in your speech, this made it a little more coherent and clearer on what you're trying to portray and what you're going to tell us in your speech. Now, a second thing is there are always some areas of improvement and there's always scope for betterment. I just have two suggestions for you, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. I felt that somewhere voice could have been modulated in such a way that we could, since this is an online platform, we might always not be able to see the video. You could have just modulated the voice at proper places. Second thing is, I suggest you use the title of your speech once or twice so that it helps your speech to come full circles. But other than that, it was a wonderful speech and you were successful in sending across the message that you set out for. So congratulations once again. Thank you.
Now I request the timer to tell if all the speech evaluators qualified for the poll or not.
Yes, they're all qualified.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vedi. Can we see the poll for the evaluator? Or is it after?
Although the poll is multiple choice, please just tick on one.
Now I request timer to present her report. Toastmaster Vedi.
Sorry to interrupt, but this poll was not completed yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
It didn't complete.
Sorry.
Okay, we are good to go.
Okay. Now I request timer to present her report. Toastmaster Vedi.
Yeah. For the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Shireen took 7 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Harsh took 5 minutes 43 seconds. In the table topic section, Toastmaster Monish took 1 minute 38 seconds. Ananya took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Sanchita 2 minutes 19 seconds. Shantanu 1 minute 28 seconds. In the evaluation segment, Toastmaster Monica took 3 minutes 12 seconds and Toastmaster Shifali took 3 minutes 1 second. That's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vedi. Can we have the R counter report, please? Toastmaster Siddharth.
Yes, so my report. Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah.
So Toastmaster Gauri, gestures were perfect. There was a pause, but and it were used repeated. And then Toastmaster Shirin, the and I repeated words. Toastmaster Monica also and repeated words. Toastmaster Harshvardhan, so was repeated and there was a crutch in between. Toastmaster Shifali, what double crutch or was repeated. Toastmaster Nazneen, and two short pauses. Toastmaster Monish, and was repeated many times. You know, repeated. Ananya, repeated words are you know and you. Sanchita, which was repeated many times, and all others were perfect. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth. Next, we'll hear from the grammarian. Can we have the report, please? Toastmaster Dipali.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today it was raining quotes. Like from the first speech. It breeds ego, and when life gives you 10% of what happens, you give a point, and so many of them. And there was also some good usage of word relentless. But there were just a few words, few mistakes which I could that it should have been become instead of became, and to make instead of to made, and started collecting instead of start collecting. So overall, I feel the grammar was excellent. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dipali. Now I have a few comments on the meeting as a whole. I would like to start with the start of the meeting. The meeting started 6 o'clock sharp, which was a very good thing. Toastmaster of the day was really interactive, but I think she should be more. I think Toastmaster of the day should be more interactive with the guests also. Apart from that, the topic the Toastmaster of the day, took the topic really good. Zoom Master also did a really good job. The spotlight transition was good. There was no technical glitch in between. One guest joined after the start of the meeting and she was not introduced. I think she should have been introduced. All role players described their jobs perfectly and did their job pretty good. There was a good response from the guests in table topic section. That was really good to see. The speech valuations had everything from the positive note to the suggestion from improvement. Word of the day was only used by Toastmaster Nazneen. It would be really good to see others also try and use word of the day and phrase of the day. Apart from all this, rest of the meeting was tip top. I hope we have such kind of meeting always. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Padmanabh. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop.
Sorry to
Said
interrupt,
Ruth.
Toastmaster of the day, but we have a poll for best evaluator.
That has been done.
Oh, sorry, best role player.
That will come later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We have a vast ocean lying within us, yet to be explored. Always having something to do, someone to talk to will only create ripples. But to reach the depth, the ocean needs to be still and calm. Embrace solitude to explore the gems hidden within you, as Paulo Coelho has rightly quoted. Blessed are those who do not fear solitude, who are not afraid of their own company, who are not always desperately looking for something to do, something to amuse themselves with, something to judge. On this note, I sign off as the TMOD, but before that, I request you all to vote for the best role player. And before that, I would like to ask the timer if all the role players are qualified.
The grammarian, the R counter, and the general evaluator are disqualified. Everybody else is qualified.
Okay, Zoom Master, please launch the poll.
I need to edit
Okay.
some
We'll take
members
few
are not
minutes,
qualified.
few seconds for that.
May I know the Toastmaster Vaidehi who is not qualified?
Toastmaster Dipali, Toastmaster Siddharth, and Toastmaster Padmanabh are not qualified.
All right. I need 30 seconds.
Let's ask our guests. We have Toastmaster Ravi Karya. If you could just briefly introduce yourself and let us know how did you, you're a frequent
Yes.
member, soon to be a Toastmaster. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir. Good evening, all. This is Ravi Karya from Nagpur, Gurukul Education Toastmasters Club, and I really enjoyed the entire meeting and especially the table topic session. I was waiting. I'll try myself, but by the time Nazin said, now it's enough. Come next time. I really enjoyed the topic, simple topic and very easy topic which everyone can participate. That's it. Very good. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The reason that we are keeping our original meeting a little crisp than usual is because we've got something very exciting lined up. So keep waiting. Toastmaster Gauri will let us know soon. Can we have the polls now? It seems that we're all in solitude. Can we have the voting towards the end, since the results will be announced later and we can proceed?
No, the results will be announced right now only. Master, is the poll ready? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody can vote now. we are good to go. Thank you.
I now hand over to the presiding officer to give away the awards. Toastmaster Nazneen.
Niyamat, that is. All right, no problem. We're having small glitches here and there today. So, well begun is half done, yes? And we're almost towards the, let's say, latter part of the meeting. We've finished with an exciting round of speeches, their evaluations, and some fun table topics. So I am here to quickly announce the results of who was the best table topic speaker and so on. Let's begin with the best speaker. Since our wonderful timer told us that one of the speakers have disqualified, the unanimous vote for the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Harsh. Let's quickly put him on spotlight if we can. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. Right. Yes, so best speaker to Toastmaster Harsh. The next award for the best evaluator is Zoom Master and me, are we in sync? All right, so the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Shefali. Simple and succinct. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Third, the best table topic speaker. We had some really interesting small mini speeches, and the best table topic speaker is our very own poet, Toastmaster Monish.
Yay!
Superb. And with the very quickly, which we had the last poll for the best role player. The best role player is none other than our Lady in Solitude, Toastmaster Gauri.
Thank you.
So these are our awards, small incentives, which make sure that we all turn up for all the meetings every single time. Let's move on to the next and the most interesting part, for which